Well, the mockumentary comedy film Borat 2 has been making some headlines as it opened up this past weekend. Our very own Matt Perrin, he took the opportunity to catch that film. He's going to give us his thoughts in this Monday movie musings.
Welcome to another Monday. We had a new horror movie released into theaters, but with restricted movie times, I was unable to get there. We did have two new movies come out on streaming platforms this weekend. I really wanted to avoid the Borat sequel, so I planned on reviewing the remake of The Witches, since I love the book and the original movie. However, my HBO Max wouldn't work at home, only here at the station, and I didn't have time on Friday to watch it, so without any further ado, here's my take on Borat, subsequent movie film. Our movie begins 14 years after the original. Borat, reprised by his creator Sacha Baron Cohen, is back in Kazakhstan being punished for bringing shame to the country with his original film. However, he is given a way to redeem himself by delivering a gift to Mike Pence in order for the country to gain favor with the Trump administration. So Borat is off to America once again. He is immediately faced with two problems. One is that everyone here now recognizes him, so he has to shop for disguises to become anonymous once again. The second and more pressing problem is that his daughter stowed away instead of the gift for Vice President Pence. His solution to this is to gift his daughter to the vice president instead, so he goes about making her presentable. From a makeover, debutante ball lessons, to possible cosmetic surgery, the two plan for her to take her place among the American political elite. As the movie progresses, we are of course treated to the typical Borat shenanigans. We see him taking his backwards views in crazy situations to unsuspecting members of America with the subtle goal of making them look as foolish as him. Suddenly, COVID-19 becomes a major player in this movie that leads to a twist that we really don't see coming. We, as the audience, watch everything unfold, laughing at some parts and cringing at others, all the while wondering how any of these shenanigans were actually able to be carried out. So, what to say about this one? First off, as I alluded to in the beginning, I had absolutely no hope for this movie. When the first one came out, it was funny watching people get duped by this. However, 14 years later, you have to wonder how anyone would actually fall for any of this anymore. But you'd be surprised. Cohen is able to pull it off with different disguises, plus a lot of his marks are people I'm guessing wouldn't have watched the first movie or any of the Ali G show. So yeah, going in with low expectations, I was surprised at how much I laughed out loud at different parts of this movie. But yes, there are still some very crude scenes in this that won't sit well with a lot of viewers. The other thing about this one is that it centers pretty heavily on current events in America right now, so it's going to date itself a lot quicker than the original. It's also going to find itself not sitting well with half the country, since it takes a pretty strong political stance in one direction. But that being said, the gags that he's able to pull off are in some cases awe-inspiring. We've also seen Sacha Baron Cohen take on some more dramatic roles, so seeing him jump back to his roots is a little fun as well. So to sum it all up, some people will find this hilarious. Some will find it defamatory, and others will recognize it as a fun group of stunts that is just all around silly, yet makes you think a little. As for me, I'm just happy that it was a sequel that rang true to the original and still made me laugh. This has been your Monday Movie Musing. Back to you.
All right, coming up in just a little bit, Tyler has the last look at that forecast for you when we come back.